just when they couldn't get any worse, they can! Alright, how's everyone there? Ame Gakita. Alright, the one thing that I was not thinking, that was one of my video that I upload where I agree with AkioAir in some points but not every point, and I did criticize them for some part, and then they decided to just, you know what? We are gonna show to the whole world they can be more worse. So what is actually happening? To let you guys know, in a simple thing, is that one of their talents, Athena, Athena for now, had actually wrote a statement about AkioAir, and she used to be, technically used to be, based on what she said, that she used to be one of the talents known as Night Athena, and yeah, she is the combat medic and night hours VTuber, and it's actually kind of a little bit surprised. If anyone want to know, I actually saw her post through Force ID, and that she kind of like decided to post I wouldn't say a short, but it's pretty long statement. But she wrote a statement about her experience with AkioAir, which I won't say every single thing because I'm not that long wind, but I am going to summarize some of the points where basically she having an issue with AkioAir in terms of the legal threat as well as emotional abuse that was that was kind of like been on the receiving end of the company called AkioAir. And the one thing is that apparently the company refused to pay the talents on time, as well as to give them the support on their projects, and even going to the point of kind of like giving mentally abuse, not physical abuse but mental abuse, with using legal threat or legal mean to technically threat the talents. And when I say talents, from what I'm saying, that because this is what happened to her, there is a possibility that it might be happen to the others. So it's just apparently that the company go and kind of like threaten their own talents. Excuse me, that they are going to threaten to sue them if they fail to comply with their the so-called request, which seems to be demand, as well as orders, which mean to be you must do this. So it's like one of the things that actually kind of shocked me about this whole damn issue is that the company actually go and actually say this that despite complying with their demands and stuff, they can still technically sue their talents for so-called non-negligence, despite the fault being on the company's side. And what actually kind of shocked me was that apparently the CEO of AkioAir, Jason, sorry if I pronounce your name wrongly, but I think that's not, I was going to pronounce your name wrongly. But apparently this person is not only just being hostile or using harsh word to verbally abuse talents, but going beyond and using manipulation, I don't know, I mean, like, just kind of like want to show, I mean, like the way he want to go and manipulate people with words going like, just listen to me, and trying to like, he's trying to like pretend to be a savior and the only hope of the talents, when in fact he doesn't seem to be. I might be wrong on how much of a person this guy is, but one of the things that kind of shocked me the most of the whole damn issue on this story is that if this is true, good for Athena to be out of this company. But I kind of worry for other talents and worry about what is the mental state of the other talents, because this whole thing was released right before the debut of two other talents, which is going to be released soon in quite a while, considering that the debut just going to happen for Azuri and Noppies, and this thing decided to just happen, and the whole situation do happen that even Athena wasn't aware of Nopi being a minor. That she wasn't even aware of it until when the official statement was released. And I will post the link of my take on that situation that I had said in my random chat once. I was technically saying like, yeah, what they did is wrong. But at the same time, I can see why at some part they choose to push forward for the minor to be a VTuber, which I kind of agree on some point. But that I tell you guys, that didn't age that well. Considering that the day that I posted that video wasn't it's not too long ago. So this whole damn situation just decided to happen on one part, and I was actually kind of hard to say that what am I gonna think about the thing that I say. So is the company correct or is she correct? It's really hard to say, because this is like she say, he say, that is at the moment of this video, of the recording, that this is on the side of her story. But it doesn't sit well enough, considering that we already know that AkioAir had kind of like had the whole situation appear in about the minor thing not happening too long ago, and they decided to and someone just post this thing out, which to show the dark side of AkioAir. And to me, it's really kind of understandable on her side where she kind of got abused, because the one thing is that the company apparently just see the talents as another employee to be taken advantage as well as to be exploited. So it's kind of like sad. Like I mentioned, I'm pretty sure I mentioned that the talents need to be protected by the company, and the company need to take good care of their talents, because the talents are the one who bring them money. The talent is the one who bring the reputation, the names, or whatsoever to the company. And if the company decided to go against them in this way, they is kind of like, that doesn't sit right. So at the moment, it's just her statement, and I can't really say is it she is correct or I will just stand on her side. I will say that I will see how AkioAir come out with their own statement, but it doesn't seem like the company at the time of this recording not showing any statement at the moment. So I will willing to listen to both sides and come up with my own take at the time. But one thing I would do say to her, that if she have finally out of the company and she is going to face that issue with the company, I believe she can go ahead with her like wanting out of the company, as well as to be do her own stuff without the company going after her. If the company do go after her, that is showing to the whole world what she said is right. So I'm not very sure what is gonna happen. But one thing I would say, if Athena, if you are watching this, my advice to you, just keep on walking. I know some people will be like, say, oh, just keep walking, just keep swimming, just keep swimming. No. What you guys have to understand is the path. Everyone's path is never straight. It's not smooth for everyone. Everyone have to walk a path. And it doesn't mean that everyone have a very smooth path. Every path is always not flat. And in this situation, you have crossed a mountain called AkioAir. You climb out that mountain already. You've seen the dirty side of that mountain already. And good for you that you had taken your own strength and courage to climb down that mountain. There are some people who continue to stay on that mountain. It doesn't mean that everyone dare to get down that mountain. So good for you. But on the other side, she had posted in her statement that, and I believe she should not stop. She shouldn't give up on being a VTuber. from how I look at it, she have the talents. Everyone have a talents. It's just that and then if you're watching this, I believe there is another, and I really truly believe there is another mountain meant for you. I believe that once you climb up that mountain, you definitely see a good sight, a sight that you long for, a sight that you finally crossed the right mountain. It just so happened that you climb up a wrong mountain. So once you climb down that mountain, look for another mountain. I believe you can climb up a better mountain than this. So yeah, it's kind of sad that this kind of thing is happening to VTuber talents, because from how I look at it, I was going to post. I haven't really kind of like do the recording because something have been bugging me. Some sort of like, I'm a guy, but I do have an institution that there's something having me not to post something along the line of the worst VTuber of 2023, because I was going to talk about Taiyaki and Waster, which I will explain the my point of view. But something been telling me about AkioAir not being well, because we know AkioAir had hired a minor, and that is called Princess Nopia, and it's kind of sad that they actually post it, and the debate is going to be soon, so it's happening all a little bit too much, but we'll see how it goes first. But the one thing I kind of that is kind of bothering me at the moment is that if what Athena is say is true, I wouldn't be surprised to take it that the point of that. I won't be surprised is that there are like the three VTuber I mentioned, the three VTuber agency that I mentioned are exploiting young VTubers now. Because one thing is that you guys have to understand, not everyone, technically a lot of people want to be a VTuber. And that I believe that there are many talents all around the VTuber communities. But it's sad to know that there are VTuber agency willing to go ahead and exploit the kindness of VTuber like Athena for their own gains. Is it true for AkioAir? I am not. That will be put on aside for another story. But what I'm actually surprised to see that this is all happening like in 2023, and it's not one company, it's not two company, there is four. But I will also post another video on why I only mentioned three, but the other one I can't. So go and take a look at that if you really want to know which company I'm referring to. So I will talk about more on VTuber agency, on my take on those VTuber agency at a later video. But this will do for now, considering that this is just happening, and I don't really want to emphasize on too much on my take at the moment. But we'll see how it goes. And I will hopefully give you guys a better update on once I got more information and I can give a better opinion and whatnot. But with that being said, don't forget to press the like button and subscribe for more random chat and video or live stream, and maybe you can talk to me more on that. And we will talk. And yeah, have a good day or night. Goodbye.